Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to reviews and recaps. Let's get into today's video. So today we're going to be talking about Bold and Bougie season 1 episode 1. So I will be talking about the key things that I took from this episode, my overall thoughts about the season, this episode, and what we're probably going to see on the show, and just my general opinions and thoughts on specific things that happened in the show. So of course it's the first episode, so not much happened. They introduced us to the cast. You have Gosha, Crystal, Princess, Tamika, Malaysia. Okay, so those are the people that they introduced us to. What I do like about this cast is they all seem to have their own businesses and things going on, which I like. Now, I don't know. It was weird. I was like, I don't know if Malaysia has any specific business ventures that she's talked about. And if she doesn't, I feel like, girl, you got to get that bag up and that business up and like talk about your business, because these people are plugging their business on the show and you should know better. You've done reality TV shows or you've done Basketball Wives in the past, so you need to be plugging yourself properly on the show. Now, one of the key things I really wanted to talk about was Princess and how she opened up about her breast and the complications that she had when she was undergoing a breast reduction surgery. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do commentary on reality TV show and everything in between. Make sure you like this video and let's really get into it. So Princess opened up about losing her breast after doing a breast reduction surgery. I felt really, really bad for her, because imagine going in because your breasts are too big or you felt like your breasts were too big, you wanted to reduce them, to then end up with no breast. That must be heartbreaking, like just life altering. And I feel like Tamika was not sensitive at all about that. That really upset me to see her minimize this woman's pain. Tamika went with her to get a fill-in procedure for her breast, and Tamika was just there saying, oh, it's all vanity and you don't really need this. And I know sometimes as friends, we want to support our friends and let them feel like they don't need whatever procedures or whatever things they want to do to themselves. But you going as far as saying that it's all vanity, hon. You have your breast. It's easy for you to say it's all vanity because you have your breast, but she doesn't. So if she has to do something to make herself, to make her feel better, to try to work through what she's experienced, then that is on her. That is her choice that she's able to make. And as a friend, you don't have to agree with people's decisions, but if you've agreed to show up to the place, don't come with that negative energy talking about, oh, it's vanity and vanity and vanity. Like, I really did not like that. And also, if we fast forward to the pool scene, she did it again. She was literally there saying it's all vanity. Like, girl, shut up. You have your boobs. It's very easy for you to say. You don't know how you would feel if those were removed or if those were taken away from you. So leave this woman as she's dealing with what she's dealing with, please. Like, stop being you can already tell it's a very sensitive subject for her. So when she got to the pool party, people were asking her why she wasn't wearing her bikini, and of course she decided to then share with the girlies what happened to her. And I love how Malaysia and Crystal got emotional. You could tell that they really felt for her. Like, they were just girlies in that moment. And that's one of the things I actually do like about Malaysia. I feel like I like how she can be empathetic towards other people. So I love how she literally went over there to the lady and hugged her. I know part of it is also guilt for being one of the people talking about or asking her why she wasn't wearing a bikini. But I loved how she just rallied around that woman and gave her a hug. Sometimes we don't know what a hug can do, but it does wonders. And so I love that she did that. I also liked seeing Crystal get emotional as she was talking about this, because these women were empathizing. They were thinking, this is what I think they were thinking. I don't know for a fact, right? They were probably thinking, wow, if that happened to me, how would I feel? But this is something that is lacking from Tamika, her freaking friend. It's like, what kind of friend is that? Tamika just does not seem emotionally intelligent at all. And it's very, very bothersome. Now, I will say this. Tamika is going to be a problem. She is very, very insensitive. Now, I did like how Princess brought it up to her that you keep saying vanity. And I love how Malaysia said, yeah, but it's easy for you to say you have your boobs. One thing I did like about Tamika in that moment was she received it, she acknowledged it, and she said, yeah, that's true. And then she's like, no, you're right. And then when Princess talked about how she felt, she apologized. I like people that when they are wrong and you call them out, they listen, they receive, and then they apologize. And so I absolutely think that that is the right way to be. It's like if you've done something to someone and someone is flagging it up to you as an issue, receive it, think about it. Don't be so quick to respond and then address it, right? So that was one of the things I was like, okay, I really like that about Tamika. Is she going to be a flawed character on the show? Absolutely. We're going to see a lot more craziness from her. I can just tell she is going to be a problem on this season. That is my prediction. I will say that. I can stand on that anywhere. I can already see it happening. Even the way she addressed Crystal. Now, let's quickly talk about the way Malaysia addressed Crystal. Now, Malaysia girl, I like you. But I feel like initially your energy towards Crystal was off. Your tone towards her was coming across a little bit combative. Now, you eventually brought that back down and you guys then became cool-ish. And it seems like you guys ended it on a good footing, which I liked. But I didn't like the way you initially came at her. I didn't think it was necessary. Like, I love my friends, I'm a loyal friend and whatnot, but when I meet someone new, I'm not going to all of a sudden go at them because of my friend. I could say, this person is my friend, that's who I'm absolutely loyal to. I'm just getting to know you. I'm open to knowing you, but I need to make sure there's no disrespect and there is no mention of my friend. Simple. Make that clear. Make it clear what your boundaries are whilst being respectful, and that's absolutely fine. Like, she's just joining the friend group. It doesn't mean you guys have to be best of friends. It really doesn't mean that. You guys don't even have to be tight like that. You guys can just hang around as a group. So it's not that deep. And it doesn't mean that you're not standing for your close girlfriend, Maniera, right? So interesting. Isn't it funny how Moneta was mentioned a lot, but she ain't even on the show? It's like, bring her on the show. Let's make it all interesting. But then I guess maybe that Bravo contract is probably not gonna work for her to be on WeTV. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. But if you guys can bring her on the show, that might also add to the stories and flesh it out a little bit. Especially let Tamika bring her on the show, since Tamika is already a problem. Like, I can already see how that is going to work on the show. So that should be interesting. At least that's what I think, right? But now moving over to how Tamika addresses Crystal. Tamika is a problem. First, you introduce yourself as Monyetta's friend. That just shows that she's like, I am choosing violence. Then, after doing that, and Crystal is trying to respond, you then keep talking and then saying, I'm in people's business, aren't I? Okay, I'm going to go. Girl, it's one of those people who would stir the pot. And then after stirring the pot and you're getting like the repercussions of like staring too aggressively, then they're like, oh, I wanna step back and now I'm going to go home. No, you started the ish. You need to sit in it and deal with the issue created. That was so weird to me. Like, I was just like, girl, she's going to be entertaining. She's going to be entertaining. One thing I'm also wondering about is, apparently, word on the street is the show was made around Malaysia. But I don't really think, I feel like maybe somebody is gassing her. Because from watching this first episode, it does not seem like the show was made around her at all. It does not seem like that. It seems like she's just another cast member. If anything, it almost seems like Crystal is being geared up to be the star of the show. This is what I'm getting just from the first episode. So whoever told Malaysia that this was being, this show was around her and covering her life, girl, I don't know if I believe that. I really don't know if I believe that. So we're going to have to wait and see how the season progresses. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the first episode. Did you guys get anything interesting out of it? What do you think the new season is going to be like? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's talk about it. I feel like this is a show that I will enjoy covering. I feel like I know first seasons can be a little slow, but I think the first episode was not bad at all. I do think that it has the potential to grow. I think it could also be something where what we see on the show is more like the way they live, so like lifestyle, events, things like their businesses, and I want to see more of that. So I really hope they keep it along those lines and still keep it very light, because if it starts getting too dark, then it would not be a show I want to watch. But for now, we're going to be covering the show, so you guys please make sure you catch up and also support your girl as we are reviewing this, and at least we're doing this together. We're starting the show together. So let me know in the comment section what you guys thought. Let's continue the conversation in the chat. Make sure you give this video a like, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you know every single time that I post. And I'll see you later. Bye.